Good afternoon. This is Dr. Megan Ross, Zoo Director here at Lincoln Park Zoo. While I was doing my rounds this afternoon, I thought I'd give you a glimpse of what's going on with some of your favorite animals here at the zoo. Right now, I am standing at Regenstein Center for African Apes. There, he's been eating some snacks. Hank, the other male that's in this troop, was sitting right next to him a couple of minutes ago, but Hank's gone up to be with some of the other girls up on the cliff over there. The chimpanzees with this beautiful weather have just been exploring the habitat and getting some snacks and really just enjoying sitting out on the sun. Let me see if I can get a good angle to show you. You can see we have one chimpanzee up in the artificial tree, and then there's three in the back there that you can hopefully see. There's a little bit of social grooming going on with Hank, and I can't tell who the female is that's doing the social grooming. But that's what's happening in the back. You may hear some noise. I'm gonna take a second to kind of turn around to look at the bachelor gorillas. It's a little bit spicy out here. A couple of minutes ago, they were all displaying, mostly watching the chimpanzees and then displaying to make sure that we knew that they were still here. But it looks like they've kind of moved on, so I'm gonna stick with the chimpanzees for right now.
When you guys are ready for a crack, I'll be easy.
It's a quiet day here, obviously, but it's beautiful. The animals are out and really enjoying the sun. It's nice to have some warmer weather here in Chicago. One of the things that's been happening in this troop with the chimpanzees is that we've always called this troop Hank's group, but there's kind of been a peaceful usurp happening here, where now it looks like Optimus might be the agreed upon dominant animal in the group. There wasn't really any drama, which sometimes can happen with chimpanzees when there's a dominant shift, but Optimus seems to be the more dominant animal in this troop now. It looks like one of the gorillas have come over, so I'm going to go over and see if I can get to the gorillas on the other side of the path here. Pardon the walking. But as I said, the bachelor group's been really interested in watching the chimpanzees. They've been doing a lot of displays. If you were here, you would be smelling a lot of musky scent like I am, as they're standing here kind of glaring over at the chimpanzees that they can see from across the path. Hello, Naperville and Fort Lauderdale and Los Angeles. Wow, people coming in from all corners of the country. Just gonna see what this male does. I'm not very good at identifying the bachelor groups right now because they've been, as teenage boys do, growing at a rapid rate, so it's harder for me to tell who is who, especially while I'm looking through my phone. I appreciate seeing the messages of other things that you'd like to see, so in the future when I'm coming and doing rounds on grounds, I'd be happy to try to do as many of those as I can. I know we had some requests for gorillas. Kaylee Marie was really disappointed she wasn't able to come for her birthday, so here's one of our bachelor boys for you, Kaylee. Hello from Jordan and Highland, Indiana. Thanks for joining us. As you know, bachelor gorillas, we have two different troops of gorillas here at Lincoln Park Zoo. We have a family group, and then we have a bachelor group. Bachelors is something that happens normally in the wild. Our bachelor troop is a lot of teenage boys who like to display, which you just saw. And our bachelors are keeping each other content. So when you have extra males, as you would have with a gorilla population where you have a harem society where you have one male with multiple females, there's surplus males. This happens in zoos and also in the wild. And for those extra males that don't necessarily have a family group that they're at the head of, they form what we call bachelor troops. This is one of our males from our bachelor troop. Our bachelor troop is currently 4 teenage male gorillas. What he just displayed about, I just saw a question that said, what was he upset about? He's been watching the chimps who've been moving across in their habitat, which is just across this pathway. I'll turn around again and show you where the chimpanzee group is. You can see them hopefully up on the hill. There's a lot of social grooming going on up there. Oop, there's moving around, so I'm gonna come over here to get a better angle. So the gorillas have been watching the chimpanzees. It's been a little bit cooler here in Chicago. Spring is just starting to come in, so they're starting to get better eyes on each other. And so there's a little bit of kind of watching each other from across the path and kind of communicating in that way. The bachelor gorilla, of course, you can kind of hear rumbling, is just really making it known that he is there and he is tough. You can see some of our chimps coming down the hill. And with that, I'm gonna go ahead and continue to do some of my rounds here at the zoo. If I see some other things and have a chance, I might Facebook Live again. But if not, I'm going to go ahead and shoot some videos to share later on social. I just want to do a quick shout out before I sign off to say the amazing staff here is so dedicated. Our animals are doing really well. Everything's going great here at the zoo. And the keepers are just a phenomenal, dedicated group, and we're so proud to have this amazing team here. Hopefully, if you get a chance, you'll put in the comments below anything you'd like to see in the future. I will be doing rounds again on Friday, and so I'll look to see what is most commented on and see if I can catch some of the animals that you'd like to see or buildings you would like to see when I'm back on Friday. Okay. Have a great rest of your Wednesday.